It looks like Sammy Hagar decided to fight Alex Van Halen back, and he came with proof. Back in late 2024, Alex Van Halen released his long-awaited memoir, Brothers. The book caused quite a stir among Van Halen fans, but not for the reasons you might think. Instead of celebrating the band's full history, Alex focused only on the early years with David Lee Roth, cutting out the entire Van Hagar era, and even leaving out the time with Gary Cherone. In several interviews, Alex doubled down, claiming that after Roth left in 1985, the band was never the same, and the magic was gone. He even suggested that Van Halen lost its soul during the Hagar years. Naturally, Sammy Hagar wasn't too thrilled with this version of events. Over the past months, he dropped subtle comments about being hurt and disappointed, but he then took it a step further. Sammy posted a lost interview of Alex Van Halen himself, and what Alex says in that clip completely blows up his claims. In the old video, Alex praises the Van Hagar era, saying, "Sammy compliments Ed not only vocally, but also on the guitar. Musically, I think the band is really expanded because Sammy plays guitar. It allows Ed to further pursue his interest in the keyboard and whatever other musical directions he goes into." This interview, shared through the Van Hagar/Other Half fan account, shows that Alex didn't always feel the Van Hagar years were a step down. In fact, he once saw it as an evolution for the band. Fans immediately caught the irony. Alex's own words from the past now directly contradict the narrative he pushed in his book and recent interviews. But the story doesn't end there. In the months after Brothers came out, the rift between Alex and Sammy only grew. Sammy pointed out multiple times that he had tried to reach out to Alex a dozen times, with no response. He even said that seeing Alex struggle with his health broke his heart, but he couldn't understand why Alex would erase his contributions to the band's history. Meanwhile, fans weren't happy with Alex either. Social media exploded with criticism, calling out the drummer for downplaying a hugely successful period in Van Halen's career. Let's not forget, albums like 5150 and OU 812 didn't just sell well, they helped Van Halen reach a whole new level of fame. Sammy Hagar didn't destroy Van Halen. He helped keep it alive. Even music journalists weighed in. Some argued that Brothers felt incomplete without addressing the post-Roth years. Others speculated that Alex's selective memory had more to do with grief over Eddie's passing than with any real bitterness towards Sammy. Adding to the drama, there were also discussions about a possible second book from Alex that might one day cover the Hagar era more fairly. In a December 2024 interview, Alex hinted that maybe he would write another book talking about the later years. But given everything that's happened, fans aren't holding their breath. At the end of the day, Sammy Hagar's video feels like a mic drop. It's not just about hurt feelings anymore. It's about setting the record straight. Alex Van Halen might prefer to focus on the early years, but history, and now his own words, tell a much more complicated story.